Hello, hello, hello. We are gonna be doing the Archon quest today. I actually didn't finish. I think there was like one more quest that we had left at the end. I think we had to go meet with Nahida. So we're gonna do that first, and then we're gonna continue and do the newest one that just came out. And we're gonna also hopefully do some rolls for Dia. I have to first check and see if I have enough for her. Let's go switch over to the Genshin screen. Okay. I don't remember how much I need to roll for her, so let me check my history real quick. What's the history? Oof. Flashbang. How far? Because I know last time I got Jean, so I am guaranteed on the banner to get the banner character. I think I just scrolled past Jean. Maybe I didn't. Where's Jean? Did I scroll past it? Oh, here she is. Okay. So we don't count these. So we are at 50 polls. Okay, so we are about 30 polls short, maybe. So we're gonna see how much we get from the Archon quest first. We're gonna do all of the Archon quests, and if we can get another like 10 or 20 polls, we'll do that. So let's see. Here we go. We're gonna continue onwards. Wait, what's this? I got a notification on the guide. What's this? Oh, did they add these rewards? Oh, sweet. What? Oh, these are for doing Archon quests. Wait a minute, no way. Are we about to get enough to roll for Dia? Hold on a second. Oh, okay, okay. So it seems every time you finish up an act, you get a banner wish. Sweet. And we're about to do some right now. We'll have even more. Okay, yeah, we're doing the Sumeru ones right here. Okay. And that's what we're doing now. We're gonna do we're gonna see Nahida here, I think. And then we're gonna do this one, Destined Encounter. We're gonna do both of those today. Wait, how many did we just get right then? Oh my gosh. You know what? Let's start off with some polls. We're about like I think 6 short, and I think we might have enough if we do finish the Archon quest. We might actually have enough. So let's see. All right, here we go. 10 polls. Come on, Dia. Come early. Oh, not early. That's fine. Let's just see who we got. I was about to skip it, but for the let's see what 4-star we got. I probably Kali, right? Because she's on the banner. If it's anyone else... Oh! Sacrificial sword. I need this. And Kali! Yay! I do want more constellations for Kali. I want to build her. Dendro is like a super fun element to play. So... And then one more. Come early, Dia. She's here! Oh my god! We got her! Hell yes! Oh my god, Dia! Oh, I'm like shaking. Oh my god. Yanfei, please. Oh my god, Dia. Dia. I'm like, my simp heart is like going crazy right now. My queen. I don't care if she needs a buff. She's perfect and I love her. Whew. Hell yeah. And we got Dia. Sweet. Okay. Perfect. What a great way to start. And you know, just for that, Dia is going to be on our team even though she's not going to be able to do anything. Because I definitely don't have what it takes to level her up. But you know what she does have? She has the Archons to help her. Let's go level 1 Dia.
I got you, boss.
Don't call me boss. My heart can't take it. Okay, let's put some stuff on her. Oh, she's so perfect. Oh my goodness. I'm obsessed. Alright. Sorry, Eula. You're retiring for now. Oh yeah, wait. I should probably first see what she needs. Looks like AoE damage, pyro damage, attack, and HP. HP. Okay. HP. Based on attack and HP. Okay, so she's gonna scale off HP. So she can actually use some spare artifacts that I have that I was making for Zhongli before I got his perfect set. We can even maybe put some... No, actually, Xinyan has defense on her. We can take Klee's. Maybe Klee's set. Because I want to go ahead and give her like a set that I've already built. Although I think I have Klee with Elemental Mastery as well. She doesn't have any health things on her. No, she does have Crimson Witch. Where else is Klee's set? Does Klee have a full Crimson Witch set? Where is my sweet child? Klee. There she is. Oh, she does have a full Crimson Witch set. There are some HP stats on it. Who else do I have HP on? I have HP on Kuki as well. Where is Kuki Shinobu? Miss Kuki? Where is Kuki Shinobu? I'm like not seeing her. Am I blind? Kuki? She has crit rate, HP, and I think she has like full HP set. We could actually borrow Kuki's set. Because I think Dia does like damage mitigation. So we could probably take Kuki's set and then yoink Klee's pyro. Oh, but Dia also scales by attack. So you know what? I'll just swap out Klee's set. Do I have anything on Hu Tao? You would think I would have HP on Hu Tao, but I don't. In fact, actually, we can use Hu Tao's set. That might be more useful. I don't use Hu Tao too much just because I can't manage her HP really well. So we're gonna swap Hu Tao. Because then also then Dia will buff my other characters with the Noblesse Oblige. In fact, this actually gives a lot of HP, so we'll just take that. Unless it'll mess up the set. See in a second. Where is Miss Hu Tao? Got attack, and that has HP percentage on it. And then... Does she have enough Noblesse? Yes. Should we go for crit rate? Because this has crit damage on it. So we'll take Klee's Crimson Witch. And then we want some good pyro damage. Although I know Dia's at level 1, so she's not going to do anything. She already probably doesn't do much, to be honest. But that is okay. It's okay, Dia. In this household, we accept it. I had Zhongli, even when he was weak, I accepted him into my humble home. Okay, who has the best HP on it? Looks like Klee has the most HP on hers, so we will take Klee. Alright. And then the Wolf's Gravestone should give her more than enough attack. And let's just level up what we can. Do we have enough for her? How much yeah, that's too much excessiveness. I don't need that much. Overboard. Let's do this. Well, I'm so quiet. Did I lower it again? I don't think so. It just sounds quiet. There we go. And I'll put this. Oh, we have what it takes to ascend. What is she? Oh, right. I was actually collecting these sand grease pupas. I still need a lot more, so I don't think we'll get her too far up. There we go. Gonna level up this. How much max? That's 1,000. And then if I do this, it's not enough, so we'll just do this. What are we low on? Ooh, okay. I think I have some I can combine. We need 2 purple. Hold on. I wasn't expecting to get Dia this fast, so let's quickly. I just at least want to level her up as much as I... Oh, wrong person. I don't know why I went here. We can do the TCG with him. Okay, I need to also... I want to do the TCG. I don't know if I'll do that on stream, though. I don't know how fun that'll be to watch. But the card game is so much fun to play. Oh my god, it's ridiculous. I don't like card games usually. Is this what I need? Yeah. I don't like card games usually. But that is literally ridiculously fun. Is this it? What is this? I've never used this material before. I know I have some. Wait, let me look at Dia's stuff again. What is it called? No, not that. Light Guiding Tetrahedron. I don't know what's the prerequisite to that. Oh dear. No, this is a prism, so I don't think it's that. Oh, so do I not have it? I could have sworn I have some. I might be scrolling by it because I'm too excited. Mark Shell. I'm definitely like the kind of person who just collects like a million things and doesn't really think twice about it. Okay. I don't see it here for crafting. I could totally just be scrolling by it though. That's a Talon. Chaos Bolt. Okay, that's fine. We'll figure out what to do about that. Oh, right, we have these artifacts rerolls. Okay. I'm getting distracted. Where can we get those? I assume that's from the weird diamond creatures out in the desert. Right? Oh, yeah, it's these guys. Oh, it's a boss! Oh, no wonder. I don't think I fought it. Maybe like once. Oh, we could do this. I have enough to do a few rounds. Okay. Let's do that. I don't even know what we need to fight it with. Let's go. Alright. I'm like debating. Should I just do... Let's just do the story quest. And we'll fight that thing later. Alright. And then why are we... What was the notification for? Oh, it's because I got her. I love her. Okay. Here we go. Let's go. Let's continue. Let's go, Dia. Oh, I wonder what her talent is. Increases movement speed during the day. Okay. Good to know. Well, it is daytime. So she's basically like the opposite of Rosaria, because she has movement speed at night. So if you really wanted to maximize travel time, you would have Rosaria on your team along with Dia. Am I going the right way? Yes. Okay, we're going inside the building. I thought we had to talk to Nahida. Okay. So, I guess not. Oh. I think we just triggered a completely different quest right now. This is a separate quest.
Hey there. Excuse us, but is Sino at the academia?
You two look familiar. Are you friends of Mahamatra Sino?
We'll just go through it, but I don't think this
afraid
is
he's
the
out on a
quest
mission
we
right
need to be
now.
doing right now.
But if you'd like, I can pass whatever message you might have on to him.
Okay.
We ran into this guy by the gates, and he seems really eager to speak with Amatra. It sounds like something urgent.
He looks so sad.
Oh? If you don't mind, why don't you tell me about it first?
Come on, Ilyas.
Siraj. Siraj. That name sounds familiar. Isn't he a Vahumana researcher?
Vahumana researcher?
Yes, one of their most renowned, in fact. I hear he's as daring as he is intelligent. There are rumors he'll become Vahumana's next sage. But please continue, good sir. What about Siraj?
I want to report him for conducting a dangerous experiment.
Huh?
He kidnapped me, tied me up, and took me to that horrible cave. Experimental equipment everywhere.
Oh my
I
god.
ran as fast as I could, a little slower, and he would have caught me.
There's no rush. Please, take your time.
What quest line
What
is
kind of
this? I do
experiment
not
was he
remember
conducting?
this.
Where is this cave?
I don't remember.
Huh? You can't remember?
All I remember is Siraj walking towards me, and then my head started feeling weird. It's like a nightmare that I can't recall. I just know that that place is dangerous, and that they must be stopped.
Okay.
Oh, I heard they conduct business in the tavern. We have to hurry.
Even if what you say is... All right. I'll have some of my colleagues look into Siraj. But before that, I would like to administer the Matra lie detector test.
Oh.
You think I'm lying?
Please don't take it the wrong way. This is just standard protocol. Sorry, but can you two wait out here a little while? We'll be back soon.
Alright. You'll probably be waiting for a long while. Oh, unless they're gonna continue it immediately. Oh, I'll hate them. Is this I'll hate them side quest?
I'll hate them.
Story quest.
Let me bring you up to speed. First things first, Ilyas passed the lie detector test. This indicates that what he said is highly credible. As such, we've decided to launch an investigation based on the leads he provided. Per protocol, this matter was reported to Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham.
Right.
After hearing about it, he left a message for Mahamatra Sino and then asked to join the investigation.
Huh. It's kind of weird for you to be working with the Matra. Is there a special reason?
Because he has to.
You're overthinking things. My interest was piqued is all.
Okay.
Really? I'm surprised you have this much free time.
Call him
In
out.
that case, let's join in as well, shall we, Traveler?
It's
Alright.
already against protocol for Acting Grand Sage Al-Haytham to participate in this investigation. As for you two,
We're saviors of Sumeru.
after all, you were the ones who brought Ilyas here.
Yeah.
I'll allow you to accompany us, but you have to promise to keep everything confidential.
Don't you worry, our lips are sealed.
All right, in that case, I'll fill you in on what we know so far.
Sure.
Ilyas claimed that Siraj will be conducting some business with a Kasharawar researcher at the tavern. This is one of his few clear memories. It seems he stumbled upon this information while escaping. Incidentally, Siraj isn't at the academia right now. He applied for long-term off-site research 1 month ago.
Okay.
It's close to the time that Ilyas had given, so we've decided to head to the tavern and investigate any suspicious persons.
That's right. Arath, prepare to head out. You two, do as you will.
Oh, come on! We already said that we're coming!
Alright. What quest is that? Let's see. Fragmented testimony. Okay, yeah, it is part of a story quest, one of the character story quests. I don't know the name. Because this is Sino, I think, because it's Lupus. And the rest, I don't know, but that's not what we're here for. We are here to continue and do the main story quest. The character story quests are low priority. Let's go. I did not expect I was gonna get DL already. I thought we'd have to wait a few days. I'm so happy. I will maximize as much as possible for her build. I mean, you know, I have pretty good 5 stars already, so she'll be fine. I don't need her to carry, I need her to look lovely. Let's see. This guy? No, still going up. I love the music in Sumeru. So good. Alright.
Alright, I guess I'll go with my textual criticism and your editorial direction for the first draft. I have a feeling that the missing Kabuki Mono will end up being the main focus of this paper. If only we knew where to find that traveler. From what they say about her, this seems like the kind of thing she'd know about.
Funny you mentioned me. Looking for me? If you're looking for the traveler, that's me. Nah. Looking for me?
Oh, you're the traveler, you say?
Yep.
Hmm.
You have to think about it that hard?
Hey,
buddy.
what's with that face? Don't believe us?
If you don't believe me, I'll go. Hell yeah.
No, of course I believe you. Actually, I first heard about your great exploits when I was still in Inazuma. This is my first time coming face to face with you and your mysterious silver.
It is the first character with a...
believe my luck, and out of force of habit, I started.
It's like a British accent.
Sorry.
Oh, Sawada, for the love of... Sorry, we don't get out much, so our social skills are kinda lacking.
Sure.
Traveler, I hear you've helped many people a great deal and been to many places. Would you be able to tell us about Tatarasuna?
Actually, we don't know much about that place either. In fact, we only came over here because we heard you talking about it and wanted to learn more.
That's that place in Inazuma that's like a
I see.
destroyed mountain, I think, right? That has like electro energy going through it. Or maybe it's the one with the fog and the people who are like dead. And their ghosts are there, or something like that. Their spirits. It's one of those two. I can't remember which one. Both were mysterious. I think one we solved the issue of, but I think Cesar... Actually, you know what? I think it is the one with the ghost people. Where it was like the time loop was happening over and over. So, sorry, can't help
My
this
teacher
time.
chose this area of research as a personal challenge. He said it's difficult to get into because even Inazumans don't know much about Tatarasuna's past. But who'd have thought that...
If you don't mind, I'd love to show you all my outline for the book I'm writing about Tatarasuna.
Sure.
Hold on, Sawada. Don't you think that's a bit of a deep dive for a first read?
Well, fair point. In that case, please ease yourselves in gently by taking a look at Akaba's latest essay draft.
Let me give you some background.
Sure.
This all started with the discovery of some records in Tatarasuna. The writings mentioned someone by the name of Mikoshi Nagamasa, who crafted a fine blade. But in the end, he threw it into a fire to destroy it, and killed his servant Katsuragi. Why? Well, no one knows. Apart from the swordmaker, his servant, and the one who wrote this all down, the records also mention a kabuki mono. This seems to be an Inazuman word for an eccentric stranger, someone who dresses funny or acts in an unusual way.
That's right. Akaba's teacher has spent quite some time researching these events on the ground. This kabuki mono lived in Tatarasuna for a while before disappearing without a trace. And shortly afterwards, as Akaba mentioned, things got pretty ugly.
Okay.
So first this strange person goes missing, then a murder happens? Seems kind of fishy to Paimon.
Yeah.
Yes, my thoughts exactly. So I helped out too. I asked everyone I could think of if they knew anything about what happened back then. And wow, did I get lucky!
Okay.
Stop shouting!
He's very
This part's
excited.
important.
I just wanted to make it stand out.
Sir.
It just so happens that a friend of mine works at the government records office. He looked into it for me, and I can now confirm that all the aforementioned individuals did, in fact, live in Inazuma over 400 years ago.
Okay.
Even back then, Tatara Suna was already at the center of Inazuma's smelting industry. The man in charge was a government official named Niwa. Curiously enough, it seems like he went missing too.
Oh. Okay. Could it be? What?
Wait, so there are 2 missing people in this story now?
That's right! What's more, Niwa is a name with a lot of history to it. Have you ever heard of the great swordsmith clans of Inazuma?
Yes.
Oh, the swordsmiths? Yeah, like Ishin art and so on?
Right, like our friend Kazuha.
Wow, yes. You really know your stuff. That makes things easier. So basically, this Niwa was a distant relative of the Kaidahara clan, the last practitioners of Ishin art.
Right.
Something then seems to have happened in the Kaidahara clan, leading to their downfall.
Oh.
I don't know the details, but taken in light of everything else going on around that time, it makes you wonder whether it's all connected somehow.
The Kaidahara clan?
Well, we know about
so,
that.
Luna, you left out the biggest detail of all.
Oh, there's more.
Oh, yes, of course. How could I forget? Brace your minds, ladies and gents.
He's
They are
so
about to be
excited.
blown. Or maybe you won't believe your ears. I wouldn't blame you, of course, because in all my years as a writer, this is by far the most.
Get to the point, for Pete's sake.
According to information acquired by Akaba's teacher, the Kabukimono was not a human, but a puppet.
Oh, is this gonna be about Scaramouche?
A puppet?
Oh. Yeah, I wonder.
Aha! Judging by the looks on your faces, you do know something after all.
We do, actually, yeah.
Uh,
Glare at Paimon and hope she keeps her mouth shut.
no. Paimon just meant, how creepy. The way you described it makes it sound like a ghost story.
I
Paimon.
agree, it does. But considering that non-human races in Inazuma are by no means uncommon, spooky events are to be expected. And that's exactly what my book is about. Please, take a look.
Okay. How long is this? Oh, wow. Okay, that's quite long. Let's just do a quick read through. You know, we could go ahead and read all the. I mean, it's a long. It's really long though. Let's just read a little bit and then see if I want to continue. Okay. A man arrived in Tatarasuna around 3 in the afternoon. From afar, he spied laborers walking along the mountain roads towards the factories, their shoes scuffing along the jutting stones. They walked like people convinced that so long as they reached the fire raging in the mountain's belly, they might extract from it gems beyond price. The mood that the sight inspired was ineffable, beyond mere description for those not present to witness it. The man barked a cheerful greeting and sprinted to join the procession. There, a towering character who stood half a head taller greeted him with a heavy slap on the back, and yet his words were filled with respect. Do my eyes deceive me? Sir Miyazaki, I cannot think the return trip here from Inazuma City could have been easy on you. Miyazaki smiled like a young man taking the first steps on their journey. Expression relaxed. Why, Katsuragi, Inazuma is the realm of the almighty Shogun. I sailed upon the fastest ship, strode upon the swiftest sea routes. What dangers could I have possibly faced? And what about the good news? There was some, naturally. The two burst into uproarious laughter, roughhousing with other workers until the path's end. The young man, dressed in a linen shirt and wearing a headscarf, gazed into the dancing flames of the furnace before him. Now the flames of a forge are unlike any other, for their intensity affects the resulting integrity of both metal and blade. So too then was the flame watcher an unusual individual. At his fingertips sat a lizard, and on his face he wore a smile. The workshop was huge, and the furnace was deeper within. A reasonable person might think that there should have been many working alongside the watcher, yet he stood alone. Only when Katsuragi and Miyazaki strode into the room did the watcher turn. This watcher was Niwa, armory officer and administrator of Tatarasuna. Born to the Niwa clan, which served as one of the 3 pillars of Ishin art, Niwa never argued with his siblings and was worthy successor by all account. The post he received as a result of his high standing with those in power served as a statement unto itself. Miyazaki handed a well-bundled text to Niwa as he adjusted his expression and said, "It is as you have said, sir. The elders of your clan in this city do not think highly of our plan, yet I still believe it to be worth a try. As such, I have found the proper vendors and procured the materials that you requested." Niwa studied the text and nodded. "We should try some of these new forging techniques, whether Kaidahara says yea or nay." Katsuragi frowned, and with a sigh he said, "Forging is a precise and difficult undertaking. You know this better than most, sirs, and still you seek improvement each day with terrifying drive. Should my lord Nagamasa hear this, the sourness in his face shall be hard to miss." Okay, let's go a little more forward, because this is really long. Oh yeah, Jewel said the cub was by the coast. Oh, here we go. This is about, I guess, Scaramouche right here. The Kabuki Mono was by the coast. Sunset fell to the accompaniment of darkness. The bands of twilight showed themselves not, for in their place did thunderclouds roil, grumbling the omens of a coming rainstorm. Darkness filled the flesh of the sea, and the dusk bade the clouds to kneel upon the land, its supplication mirroring the Kabuki Mono, with knees bent and face pointed towards the waters. This guy is too descriptive. Time passed unmeasured, uncounted. Tore free and made circle, bearing down him like a nightmare. The cloud marked him from the very start. A fishing boat. As it got dark, stood idle, slanting his head to study the grand wreck. Not but half an arm was left of the one who had cried out for help, and with a plop it landed at the Kabuki Mono's feet. Ew! He crouched to better study the object. Stared blankly like a wakening dreamer, then he turned to himself. Could it have been struck down by a storm? Who was to know? Not the Kabuki Mono. And 10 people perished. So the Kabuki Mono himself had departed on the tides under foul skies. And afterwards, Nagasa led a search party. It does sound like a horror story. As you sleep with my people. This kind of reminds me, there was like a event quest for Kazuha last year. I don't remember when. It was sometime last year. It had to do with like, we were back on the islands. That were like Klee's Island Adventure. I don't think that's what it was called, but it was those same islands, and it had like a lot of background story on Kazuha and his whole family. I didn't get to finish it, but it was really interesting, and it kind of reminds me of that cutscene that they had where Scaramouche was the one who killed everybody, or like I think he was responsible for it or something like that happened, and he was just there in the past, and he caused all the issues that Kazuha went through. So at least that's what I remember from it. I could be totally wrong.
Oh, and please read my essay.
Oh
draft
no,
as well.
please. Not an essay draft too. Can you give a summary? Oh, that's too much. Did they really just like dump all this on us? Oh, here we go. This one's about Kabuki Mono. Full name unknown, background unknown. From the many sources I've compiled, combined with Rumi's personal observations, this character might have been the puppet mentioned in the rumors that Kabuki Mono was a figure of fashionable grace and gentleness. According to the hidden tales, he was brought back to Tatarasuna by Katsuragi and became a member of the community. When the Kabuki Mono first arrived in Tatarasuna, he knew nothing of cleaning, cooking, or any work of meticulous nature. The locals taught him their skills over time, showing him how to clean his attire, dance, and craft small trinkets. Records state the Kabuki Mono was there when the word was forged. Though his trail ends before Mikoshi Nagamasa slew Katsuragi, I believe that the Kabuki Mono was indeed the aforementioned puppet, and that he quite likely had a hand in Katsuragi's death. Oh, hey Snug! Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. How's it going? We are
Sawada was encouraging me
continuing
to follow
with
his
Genshin.
more creative approach, but I think essays should be grounded in facts. I don't think explaining everything away with mysterious forces will cut it.
And we had to read some long passages, but I didn't read through all of it because it was way too much. But we're finding out some background story on our villain from the previous quest that we did. But we're back on my main account doing the current storyline, not the challenge one. Alright, let's continue.
Ooh, how about if I plug the holes in Sawada's narrative with
Hopefully you're
political
doing good as
intrigue?
well.
Like,
I'm doing pretty
I
great.
could put a turf war between
Good
rival
day.
factions at the center of the whole series of events.
Wait, you're allowed to just make stuff up? Pretty sure you've gone from essay to guessay there.
Sounds more like a novel. Has this guy ever written an essay before?
Akaba, look. Your teacher has researched this extensively. I've reached out to everyone I could think of. Whatever information we have now is all that there is to know. This is as much detail as you're ever going to get. Besides, if there really was a political power struggle going on at anything like the level you seem to be suggesting, what hope would we ever have of finding out the truth?
Good point. Okay, back to the drawing board, I guess. Give me some time. I need to find a new angle on this.
I'll leave you to it.
We have some other stuff to do, so we'll have to say goodbye for now. Good luck with your essay.
All right, thank you. If you find out any more info about all this, please do let me know. Thanks so much.
I wonder if the quest we're doing is gonna have to do with what we just learned here about Scaramouche.
Hey, so that thing they were talking about, it has to do with the balladeer, doesn't it?
Yep.
Okay, then even if we did know something about it, we probably couldn't share it with them, huh?
Yeah, probably
After all,
not.
We kicked his butt and got him locked up. Information about people
Oh,
like
is he
that
locked up?
usually super confidential, isn't it?
I didn't know that we locked
If
him
you
up.
ask Paimon, Akaba should just pick a different topic. There must be as many essay topics as there are trees in the forest. There's no point in...
Oh, cut off. Oh, wait, huh? Scaramouche? What's wrong? Wait, I thought he was in jail.
He literally just went by over there. It looked like...
What? There he is. Huh?
Deer. No, it can't have been. He got locked up. Oh, quick, let's catch up and see.
Wait, why is he out? 1 second. What? Okay. Let's go after him. Run, dear, run. Zoom. He went in here? Isn't this where Nahida is? Is this safe? I love Scaramouche's outfit though. With the big hat and the banners hanging from it. So cool. I think they changed his design for his playable character though. Since apparently he's Animal and not Electro, which is crazy. I installed Genshin recently. It's been pretty fun. Haven't gotten that far though. Yeah, I'm on the current like I'm like one quest behind the current story. Like I'm doing this quest and then there's like another one and then I'll be caught up. So yeah, I'm like super far ahead. But this is my main account, so it's a given. Oh, nice. I thought they gave us these. I need to go fight this boss. But let's first meet with Nahida, because I think... Yeah, there she is. Nahida! I love the music in here.
Traveler, Paimon, there you are. Nahida! Bad news. We just saw the balladeer strolling around in public. Did he escape or... Ah! It's him!
Up. He's just vibing.
Sure enough, you're here.
Yeah, we are. Why are you here?
The sanctuary of Surasthana! Aren't you supposed to be lacked at?
Right?
I know you must have a lot of questions. Please, allow me to explain.
Okay.
It was my idea to set the balladeer free. We made a deal, and he's gonna do some investigation in Irminsul for me.
And he's just gonna listen?
Deal? Huh. You sure you trust this guy?
What did you expect? Why do you think Sumeru would keep me around otherwise? Or maybe killing me is all you can think about. But if that's the case, why haven't you done it already?
Alright, edgelord.
Flatter yourself. It was... Nahida said there's still some mysteries in you to figure out.
Ah, so if it were up to you, you'd finish the job? Guess I had you all wrong. There I was thinking you were just getting cold feet.
Hmm.
Well, that escalated quickly. Not a good start. Could I ask you all to please calm down? But Paimon's worried about you, Nahida. Don't let him trick you.
It's not every day you see people questioning the God of Wisdom's judgment. Just when you think you've seen it all.
Don't you dare try to drive a wedge between us! As long as the terms are reasonable, I don't think there's a problem in making a deal. Even with the balladeer.
Well, I for one have no reason to doubt you, considering you even struck a deal with the doctor.
Yes, one in which I gained valuable information. You'll come to understand more about that in the fullness of time. The
Sure.
balladeer's power was all but completely spent after your battle. He's no longer strong enough to be a strategic threat to us. That puts him in quite a precarious position. Plus, he's a former harbinger with knowledge of many of the Fatui's sensitive secrets. Being stuck here in Sumeru could make him a sitting duck, depending on how the Fatui plan to respond.
Oh, true.
Wait a second. Farmer? You mean he's not a harbinger anymore? I take no pleasure in saying this, but it seems as if the doctor had no intention of welcoming back a loser, so...
Oof. So he tossed you out like trash. So how come Child didn't get tossed out when it was Senora who got... I guess Child still helped. So never mind. In the end, even if Child didn't know about it, he was helping. Because the doctor still ended up getting the gnosis anyway, so it doesn't make sense to toss aside Scaramouche, but...
Sometimes
But
it's
it is
you
the
using
doctor.
them, other times
He
it's
is
them
an
using you.
a-hole for sure.
Most human relationships are this way. Certainly all the stable ones are. That's how it was between me and the Fatui. And also between each of the Harbingers. So as long as you have some value to offer, nobody will ever abandon you. But after recent events, even I have to admit that I'm not worth quite what I used to be.
What a crying shame.
Well, if the Fatui are gonna reevaluate my utility, I need to have a backup plan for myself.
Valid.
As we discussed, I don't like causing harm to living beings, and you said you need protection. So, why not join forces with us?
I think these two have made their objection to that idea fairly clear, don't you? And they're your friends, so I guess you'll be siding with them.
Yeah, obviously! Nahida, don't listen to him! Then let's put that discussion to the side for now. We still have time. Today can be a trial run. Where we go from here will depend on how well we manage to cooperate today.
All right, then I'll do what we agreed.
Good. Go now, and keep in touch.
Hmm.
Nahida, are you serious about this? Yes. I have my reasons for this decision. In fact, I'm largely doing it for your benefit.
For me.
Yes. As I told you once before, there's information about your twin in Irminsul.
Oh, yeah. Actually, that's the whole reason we came to see you today. So, you have an update on that?
Mm-hmm. You may remember me mentioning that the Fatui had not included your twin's details in the Descender category. This is an extremely important point. It's possible that the Fatui have other information that even I don't know about. And since the Balladeer used to be one of them, he'll be better acquainted with this information than I am.
Yeah, because we definitely
He
know
was
that they
granted
know
the power
more.
to connect with Irminsul when he almost became the god of a new era. Even though he no longer has the Gnosis, some traces of its power remain in him. He can still connect. The amount of information in Irminsul is vast beyond description. Sifting through all of it without knowing what to look for would take too long, even for me. So I asked the Balladeer to search in Irminsul for any information about the Descenders. He's more familiar with this kind of information, and should be able to find it more quickly.
What if he lies to you?
Exactly! Or what if... Paimon just doesn't trust him! He's treated us as enemies every time we've run into him!
That's valid
I
too.
understand. But sometimes, everything is dictated by which side you're on. How things will go in the future depends on what information he brings back. And Traveler, I know what your heart desires most of all. Our minds have connected several times before. There is a corner of your heart reserved for an intense longing. A feeling of being all alone in the dark, searching for the one candle whose light still burns. As Sumeru's deity, it is my responsibility to be on guard against the Balladeer. But as someone who counts you as a friend, I want to do something for you.
Aw.
If this deal with the Balladeer can give you the answers you've been longing to find, then it's worth it.
Honestly, Nahida, you've done the most out of all the Archons for us so far, so... You know what? Thanks.
It's my pleasure, really. You're Sumeru's hero. You've more than earned it.
Paimon's still worried about this idea. Is there anything we can do to help?
I was going to contact you about that, but then you suddenly showed up on your own accord. Seems like we have a telepathic connection. In fact, I was going to ask you to supervise the Balladeer on my behalf while he carries out the task I assigned.
Oh, okay.
Even though he only has a fraction of his full power left, that's still a fraction of a former Harbinger. If you could accompany
Right.
him, it would put my mind at ease. Of course, I'll be there to help guide you through Irminsul from the outside.
Got it. I'm glad to be able to help.
Great. Thank you. Prepare yourselves. I'm going to transport you into Irminsul.
Oh, okay. This is gonna be interesting. And that's so true. I forgot that since the Harbingers rival even the Archons with their power, Scaramouche may have lost that, but he's still quite strong.
Wow. It looks pretty different here compared to last time.
Oh, it looks so much
The
healthier.
colors are gentler. Guess that must be because Sumeru's at peace now.
So pretty. I love this area. Oh, there's Scaramouche.
Look at that. Hot on my heels. You know, you didn't have to cut your catch-up short just to keep me company. Oh, but I guess you panicked when you realized that I might enter Irminsul ahead of you.
Nahida sent me to babysit you.
Shut your beak, jailbird! No way a prisoner gets to be so smug!
Paimon.
I understand that prisoners have to put up with harassment from the guards. But right now, I'm on temporary release. So maybe you should think about backing off a little.
Okay.
Sounds like a successful rendezvous.
Oh,
I need to be quite clear about something. In a few moments, you'll be entering into the innermost region of Irminsul.
Nahida said enough of that
It is an
fighting.
environment like no other, and the most important place in all of Sumeru. Unlike anywhere else, Irminsul's inner region consists exclusively of torrents of information. You must put aside your differences and be extremely careful as you navigate your way through. I know there are many grievances between you, on both sides, but it is essential that you remain calm after entry. This is as much for your own safety as anything else.
Sure, understood.
Fine. Let's call it truce. But only until this mission's over.
Let's cut each other a little slack, shall we? We are gonna be traveling together after all. Per my agreement with Lesser Lord Kusanali, I'll be at the front. It's my job to lead the way and get rid of any obstacles in our path. All you have to do is keep your pretty eyes open and try not to fall behind.
All right.
You sure are confident. Paimon will give you that. You make it sound like you're even more experienced at adventuring than us.
If there are no further objections, I suggest we get going. Or did you need some time to mentally prepare yourselves?
No, we're good.
Ugh, the snark on this guy. It's unbearable.
Focus on doing your job.
We can start now.
Not him acting like he didn't try to kill us so many times.
Initiating connection procedure.
And he's mad that we fought back. Like, come on.
Is this a small sapling?
That's cute.
Oh, darn it! Come on, let's catch up with him.
Alright, let's go. So is it going to be like a domain? Or is Scaramouche going to be in the way? It's going to be a cutscene? Probably a domain.
Wow.
Ooh.
So this is the inside of Irminsul.
Different from what I imagined.
Ooh.
Oh, it looks like
I've
data.
never seen anything like this. And it feels like a sacred place.
Irminsul is closely intertwined with the entirety of Tevat. Every bit of information flowing here means something. Pick your jaws up off the floor. It's time to go.
Why is it that Paimon just wants to do the opposite of everything he says?
Lesser Lord Kusanali, we will now proceed to the heart of Irminsul.
Can you still sense where the heart of Irminsul is?
Yes. Permission to begin searching for information there?
Permission granted. Go ahead.
Alright.
Let's go. Stay close. Don't go running off.
Hey, so say we did go running off in here. What would happen? What are you smirking at?
I was just imagining the look on your travel companion's face if you went and got lost. Anything's possible in here. You can't rule anything out. So if you want to stay safe, your best option is to stick close to me.
Alright. Let's go. Ooh. Something popped up. This area is so cool.
These sapling things have spread out.
Oh,
Those are all packets of information from inside Irminsul. Be careful not to touch them.
okay. Wait, we're walking away from it now?
It looks the same in every direction.
The space is indeed usual. Oh, I didn't read it on time.
No wonder he mentioned about getting lost. Huh. What do you know? He was actually telling the truth.
It feels like it's changing our position every time
What is
we...
it this time?
There's a time and a place to lie, but this definitely isn't it. So why don't you relax your guard a little?
Hmm.
We're here.
What a huge tree!
This is the center of Irminsul. All the information in the world is flowing through it.
Lesser Lord Kusanali,
Good, you made it. Are you ready?
ready when you are.
Then please begin. Preparing to access cognitive currents. Establishing waypoint.
The Balladier's actually doing what Nahida tells him. Guess he must want to stay alive.
He hasn't put up any resistance, and he seems good at working on the front line. Maybe he had a similar role in the Fatui. First, Akaba and Sawada's stories. Now this. What a strange individual.
The rest is up to you. If you discover anything at all, make sure to share it with us.
Oh, I turned off autoplay.
Will do.
Huh. For once, we're the ones with nothing to do.
Traveler, Paimon, would you like to talk?
Okay. Oh, telepathic conversation, yes.
Yes. I've also invited Paimon to join.
Huh? What the? We can talk to each other inside our heads?
Oh gosh, Paimon doesn't talk enough already. I'm guessing you don't want us to disturb the Balladeer.
That's part of it. Plus, we're all friends. There's nothing wrong with us talking like this once in a while.
Sure.
Paimon's never tried this before. This is great! So, Paimon's been wanting to ask you something. Don't you think the Balladeer's a bit of a walking contradiction? He's always talking back, but he seems to listen to what you say.
Yes, and he seems to excel on doing odd jobs for
As
others.
I told you before, there are still some mysteries for him to resolve. Things that are clear as day to me, but that he has yet to understand.
Right, because she's seen in his
Perhaps
mind.
today will be the day that he finds some answers.
It's about his past, the betrayals, and the other events in Inazuma.
Well done. Smart and attentive as always.
Actually, I caught a glimpse of a few things when I ran into Hypatia at Paradis Di. You relate what you saw in the Balladeer's mind while you were...
So, you made contact with that part of his mind. Well, it's true. Betrayal turned the Balladeer into the person he is today.
Huh. Paimon thought nothing could get under that guy's skin. Turns out, he can get hurt and angry just like anyone else.
Everyone has a history, Paimon. Even if you're a puppet created by the Electro Archon.
That's still like the craziest thing about him, isn't it?
Speaking of puppets, we ran into two people at the Academia today talking about an essay. Turns out their topic was about the Tatara.
Oh, right. Nahida would know.
Do you know anything about that?
Please tell us. Please tell me you know. I need to
You
know.
mean the mysterious events, the Kabuki Mono and so on? Yes. I know about all of that.
Oh, can you tell us?
Because from what they were saying, it sounded like lots of Tatara Suna's history is still unexplained. And most of the information we have now is just from people filling the gaps with their imagination. At least that's what they thought.
You tell Nahida about the story Akaba and Sawada are writing.
Oh? How interesting. Those two managed to deduce quite a lot through guesswork alone.
So the Gese got it right?
Yes.
Well,
What a great
just right
name.
about one thing. Tatara Suna was sabotaged.
Oh.
Must be a riveting conversation you three are having. Funny how all the good ones happen when I'm not involved.
Oh, he is so salty. Scaramouche, it's okay.
What makes you think we're talking to each other?
Don't insult me. You're having a private conversation without me. Obviously,
Scaramouche,
I must
please
be the topic of
concentrate
said conversation.
on your work. We have every right to keep certain things confidential.
Of course you do. You can't have your prisoner knowing too much.
All right.
So, have you found anything yet?
Still looking. Don't get your hopes up, though. You and your twin come from outside this world. It wouldn't surprise me if there was nothing on either of you in Soul at all.
Probably. Although, don't we know that our brother, he's in there. There's information of him in there, but not us.
Wait, how did you know about that? Did Nahida tell you?
No, he's going through Urban Soul, so that's probably
It's
how
not
I
like
know.
we've never met before. And anyway, you're world famous. It'd be more surprising if I didn't know a few things about you.
Every conversation with you is hard work, but your attitude is better than I thought. Sorry, I love this.
Right now, we have to
Oh,
keep
that's
the
so
peace.
funny.
I'm not interested in creating more misery for myself.
Right.
And making cordial conversation is something I can manage.
Good to
Huh?
know.
Wait.
Sure. What happened? Found something?
This light. It looks similar to those saplings. What could it be?
Anonymous data.
Oh?
Hey, don't you forget the agreement. You have to share it with us.
Shh. Just wait.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatara Suna's furnace, after all. It may not pay to act rashly.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Oh, I know this place. Now I know what they're
Is
talking
that
about.
so?
The furnace.
Well, since you insist.
It's... That name, Niwa, was the main man in charge of Tatsarasuna, plus he belongs to the lineage of Ishin art. What? Paimon? Uh-oh. Something's happening. Oh.
I have been in Tatsarasuna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa, and indeed, everyone else. Under your leadership, Tatsarasuna is a warm, welcoming place. Like a giant village. People are gainfully employed. Their lives have purpose. They are motivated. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatsarasuna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow. The forging industry with crystal marrow as a raw material has since flourished, giving rise to generations of swordsmiths. Some world-renowned, others unknown. All passing on their legacy. Skills, blood, dreams. Every smith brought into this trade looks to find their purpose between steel and blade. That is why you accepted the proposal brought to you by myself and Akame.
Yes, well, were it not for you coming to Inazuma and happening to make Akame's acquaintance, the two of you never would have joined forces. And he would be the first to admit that there's no way he could have revolutionized our forging process like this on his own. At least not on the same timescale. You allowed Akame to take all the credit for a method that you jointly developed. He sold it to me, and now every piece of ore here is smelted using the new technique. Even now, you remain one of Tatsarasuna's key consultants, working right here alongside us. I believe it is you, sir, who are truly responsible for the changes in our manufacturing and forging methods.
You flatter me. From the outset, I saw much that was commendable in the forging industry of Inazuma.
That's true.
And it has been my great honor to befriend you all.
He set them up?
So you say, Escher.
Escher.
But is this really the truth?
My good sir, what do you mean?
He definitely set them
I
up.
tried to resist thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. And I didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way.
Because if he relinquished
what
credit...
have we gained from adopting your new technology? Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate. And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading outside, but still, I suspect you understand it better than I do. None of the people who went out to get help have come back. Now, our mutual friend, the Kabuki Mono, is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with the Shogun. This is our last hope. But that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does.
Oh yeah,
Otherwise,
he
why would you
planned
still be
this.
standing there with that smile on your face?
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Uh-oh.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torachiyo, the yokai struck down by the shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation.
I'm definitely
for a
gonna need to
mechanic
like
all the way from
watch some
Fontaine.
kind of like
Are
explanation
you sure you're
because
not a
I
little
don't
overqualified?
remember what happened
Why,
in
Mr.
Tasarasuna
Miwa,
other than
are you
the
suggesting I find
the
a job
furnace
as a diplomat?
being really
Sadly, I am so very attached to my craft.
like it was like super
Enough,
corrupted.
Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an
Hello,
end to the
hello,
problem.
welcome. The Shogun
I'm
can
in
strike me
charge
down
here.
anytime. Same.
And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my death. But what about you? What are you still doing here?
I'm gonna need to definitely watch a
Judging from the
recap.
look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
Drop the act. We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatarasuna has worked. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left?
Uh-oh,
Don't
he's
you
about
have
to
all your
kill him.
answers by now?
Uh-oh.
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
Oop.
A moment like this, where you finish talking and I stop you from entering the furnace.
You...
Uh-oh.
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well, at least for the first few days. But to my surprise, you had your people look into my background right from the start. It's a long journey from Inazuma to Fontaine, but that didn't stop them. Eventually, they managed to confirm that Escher was an alias, and that I was not from Fontaine at all. And
Well,
yet,
from
despite
Snezhnaya.
all of that, you still fail to realize my true identity, and what I seek in Tatarasuna.
Did you really think you would be able to see through my plan?
What?
If you kill me, there's no one who can get inside the furnace.
The knife is a bit of
Really going to
overkill.
destroy this place?
A little
Is that
bit. Yeah.
Oh, but you're quite wrong.
Oh, this
There
voice.
is one other person. Some may not see him as a person, but you told him yourself. You're not a puppet. You're a human. You're just missing a heart.
Whoever you're working for won't get away with this. They'll be found out. But this makes no sense. What are you really trying to accomplish by all this? Why go to all this trouble?
It's no trouble at all. Patience is a virtue which I have in abundance. This is all part of a carefully controlled experiment.
Is this
If you must
the Tor
know,
in
I'm happy to
disguise?
divulge my true identity.
Ah, yeah, there you go.
I'm a Fatui Harbinger. Call me the Doctor.
The Fatui?
Oh, so he got yassified. He doesn't look like this anymore.
What do you want?
Just to create a minor inconvenience for your nation.
That's it? That's why you gave us your cursed technology? Just to let loose the evil energy from the crystal marrow?
Look how even the righteous soul is filled with venom when faced with its demise. My device functions precisely as you say. It is the only chance you have of preventing a catastrophe and keeping the truth from the outside world. However, I did not make it with you in mind. It is easier for a person to be possessed by evil spirits when they are filled with hate. So give in to your fury.
Uh-oh.
I want to see what happens when a malevolent heart is placed into an unsuspecting puppet. Make no mistake, even without you, that pure, innocent puppet would only end up being used by someone else instead. What other reason would a human have for befriending one who is not of our kind?
So this is how he betrays the Kabuki Mono, right? Or Scaramouche.
If you give him my heart, tell him that both Nagamasa and I see him as one of us. He has nothing to prove to anyone. Because not everyone just wants to use other people. The only ones who think like that are people like you.
What a beautiful way to see the world. It almost makes me feel a little guilty. Then out of respect for you, I shall redefine myself. Think of me as a monster or a demon, if you wish. At least this way your death is not a consequence of your own folly turning you into an easy target. You simply lost to something more powerful than you could ever hope to defeat. I say, Mr. Niwa, let's see what
the
happens.
Doctor has been around for
Will your
400
puppet
years.
friend become a human?
Because this is like 400 years ago,
No,
isn't it?
that will prove quite impossible. Mr. Niwa, already dead. What a pity.
Oh.
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me.
How long have these people been
Creating a gap
alive?
and
Oh my god.
infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings.
So he was yassified from the beginning.
What fun it was. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you. If he proves useful, let's make him our newest comrade. And if not, let's turn him to dust.
So this is how they started making those corrupted visions, right? I can't remember the name of it. But the ones that the Fatui have.
Hey, are you alright?
Dottore.
Oh dear.
Dottore.
Uh-oh. Oh.
Good. Good.
Was that the doctor? Did he turn into a mechanic from Fontaine?
He was the one behind the Tatarasuna incident.
But why did we see things from his perspective?
When I touched the doctor to confirm whether he'd eliminated all his segments, I read this memory in his mind. You have to admit, it must be the truth.
Maybe so, but it means nothing.
Does it? But this memory shows that Niwa didn't betray you. He never meant for you to be the one to take the device into the furnace. You know very well what that means. Even more so than I.
The betrayal was a lie that he has believed for hundreds of years. Was this part of the Doctor's experiment? This is how they got him to join the Harbingers, right? That's crazy. If the betrayal never happened, it existed only in his imagination. But where does this leave him?
Let's give him some space.
Yeah.
He looks really mad. Paimon doesn't want to be anywhere near him right
That's
now.
a crazy revelation. I definitely need to like watch something to explain what the Tatarasuna incident was again, because it has been too long. I don't remember it too much. That was like one of the first quests I did in Inazuma to get rid of the Tatarasuna, like the furnace to fix it. I think it took like several days or weeks to do it, I remember. But because it was so spread out and so long ago, I don't really remember it that much. So I do want to rewatch, because that's interesting that that's connected to Scaramouche's story.
We need to give him some time to process his emotions.
Paimon's still confused about the Tatarasuna incident. So, the doctor was behind it, but why has that gotten him so worked up?
Killed his friend.
Nobody has ever deceived you like that, Paimon. It's natural that you find it difficult to understand. Perhaps he needed to learn this someday. So now you have the complete picture. Katsuragi took the Kabuki Mono to live with the people of Tatarasuna. Later, the doctor showed up, disguised as the mechanic from Fontaine. And that's when the trouble began. It was all a horrific experiment planned by the doctor. Everything he did was just to plant seeds of disaster in Inazuma that would bear fruit in the future.
Right.
Of all the unwitting participants in the doctor's experiment, the balladeer became the main test subject. After the events you just saw,
All to make
the
those
doctor put
visions,
Niwa's
right?
heart into the device and handed it to the balladeer. Then he instructed him
Delusions.
to enter the furnace
That was the name.
and absorb all the filth caused by the smelting process. The load was far beyond what he expected, but the balladeer survived. He left the furnace in sheer exhaustion and said to the mechanic, "This device seems to have protected me. What's in it?" The mechanic answered, "Niwa fled this place for fear of punishment, but he left you a gift. He said it's the one thing that you've been looking for." He took it straight from the chest of one of his innocent servants. The mechanic removed the withered heart from the device as he spoke. The balladeer was stunned that such unthinkable cruelty had brought him the thing he'd been longing for his entire life. A heart acquired through cold-blooded murder is a cursed thing, but it had protected him from the filth. He thought Niwa had completely betrayed him.
Yeah.
Yet, this
It was
very betrayal
Niwa's
had
heart,
ensured
right?
his survival.
In the end.
Overwhelmed
That's what I'm
with
assuming.
anger and sorrow, the balladeer threw the heart to the ground and left Tatarasuna without looking back.
Holy moly. So the doctor killed an innocent man and pinned everything on the victim? That's terrible.
Being betrayed and abandoned by a close friend is sure to cause great resentment. But now we know who was behind this decision, yeah. Whether Reagan Goku did 100 years ago. But it doesn't mean that vengeance was the right decision. Fair.
Yes. Only if he understands this can he choose a new path forward.
The mystery of
Tottori, you brazen
Tatarasuna.
face. Niwa didn't run from justice. You killed him.
The quest disappeared. What now? Oh. A while later.
Shall we see how he's doing? Hey, you alright? That's a scary expression.
It's a little awkward.
Are you worried about me? If we didn't have such a history, I'd almost think that qualifies me to be your friend.
We just want to make sure this doesn't affect the plan. Alright, stop beefing, kids.
It won't. I'll keep my end of the deal.
Hi, Lost Tail. Welcome back. Hello, hello.
Hey, are you investigating the stuff we want to know about?
That's why we're here. But unfortunately, there's no information about the Descenders in Irminsul.
Even if you can't find anything, that seems to confirm it. Irminsul does not keep records on the Descenders. Anyone who comes from beyond this world is not counted as part of Tevat.
Oh, does that mean we have to leave empty-handed?
But there should be information on our brother because he counts as part of the world, doesn't he? Not unexpected, but still, thank you. Maybe not then.
Don't thank me just yet.
Oh?
You look really upset. Well, since Irminsul was a dead end, I guess I can share some other info that might interest you.
Oh, does he have info for us?
About what?
The reason why there are records about your brother in Irminsul. It might have something to do with Conria. Apparently, Conria was his first destination when he arrived in this world.
Right.
Plus, he only came to this world because the heavens responded to the summoning.
The heavens responded?
What does
The
that
jester
mean?
told me this himself. You can take his word on this. He was a royal mage in Conria and lived with your brother for a time.
What? The Jester, another Fatui Harbinger. What?
I don't know the details. It's up to you whether you want to
These
believe
Harbingers have been living
All I can say
forever.
is, I wouldn't lie to you about this.
How long
Did
have
you
they been
get all
planning
that,
this?
Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Thank you for following.
Yes. Astonishing news.
Does this info count towards my mission? It wasn't from Irminsul, but was it valuable?
Very valuable.
Good. In that case, I'll take some time for myself now.
Oh? What's the plan?
What have you done?
Lesser Lord Kusanali was right. My power's all but completely spent. Even if I use all of the divine power left in me, I can't sustain this shield for very long. I shared a secret with you, and now you owe me. So in return, I'd like you to answer a question for me.
Okay, what do you want to know?
Give me your hand.
Alright. What?
Can you hear my voice inside your head?
Yeah. Are you trying to brainwash me? The traveler, please. I
No,
can't.
I can't do anything like that anymore.
Anymore?
At most,
huh?
All I can do is exchange a few words with you. So tell me,
Old cat
in
is
this
lewd.
world, is it possible
How
to
could
change
they?
the past?
In my Genshin Impact? Why would you ask that?
Done.
Huh? What the? What happened? Paimon only saw you hold hands for a second.
Oh? Okay.
Nothing. I was just thanking her for helping me.
Wait, that look. Did he see me hesitate? But that was because I don't know about... oh! I gave him the answer
So
he needed.
long.
Oh, so he knows.
I suggest you get yourselves out of here quickly.
Where are you going? Hey, wait up! Didn't you say not to go running off?
Balladeer, stop. Paimon, we have to stop him.
Fast reaction time. But I don't think we'll be seeing each other again.
Oh.
From this day forth, the names Balladeer and Kabukimono will cease to exist.
Okay.
Those who died in Tatarasuna because of me deserve another chance at life.
Hey, Balladeer! Don't do anything stupid!
Uh-oh. What are you gonna do?
I never did like insects. Hordes of the puny things swarming together can be a real nuisance. And I enjoy nothing more than to stamp them out like the pests they are. But if a colony of harmless ants isn't threatening anyone, I guess they deserve to be left alone. Luckily, everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all.
Balladeer! Balladeer!
What is he gonna do, though?
Uh-oh, he disappeared. Come on, we gotta find him somehow.
He wants to set things right by... how? This happened like 400 years ago, didn't it?
Oh no, he's really gone.
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Nahida!
Traveler, Paimon, Balladeer, what happened just now? I was suddenly cut off by some kind of power.
It was the Balladeer's fault. He shut you out.
You tell Nahida everything that happened.
I didn't think he'd be capable of something like that with so little power left. Did he keep some of his power hidden when he was defeated? Or did he achieve something beyond his abilities, and it took everything he had?
I think he used the last of it, yeah.
Ugh, it's all our fault. We were supposed to keep an eye on him. Sorry, Nahida.
Don't be. It's not your fault. Please, let me handle this from here, even though I'm not sure I can solve it. We're running out of time. Follow my lead and get out of Irminsul as soon as possible.
Okay. I wonder what he's gonna do, though. I have a million questions, and I think I need to rewatch a lot of stuff about Tatarasuna. And I think Kazuha's story, as well as Scaramouche's. It's just these are so spread out and we can't like rewatch old cutscenes and stuff. I wish they let us do that or like replay old quests. And we need something like that. I wonder if this is gonna be tied to how he's gonna like change. Because I know that like in his like banner, he looked different. But I wasn't playing at the time, so maybe there's a reason why. But we'll see in a second. Maybe. Oh.
We're out! And we're at, an inn or something?
This is an emergency. I'll have to ask you to stay here for now.
Oh, we're back here again.
Everything's arranged, and nobody will disturb you.
No, I want to help you. Isn't there anything I can do?
I'm sorry, but this isn't something I need your help with. Leave this one to me.
Okay.
An emergency? How bad is it? Nahida, will you be okay?
Don't worry. If my assessment is correct, though there may be some minor disturbances, it won't lead to a disaster. Please rest and recover your strength here until I say it's safe.
Her voice has gone.
Hmm.
Paimon can't shake the feeling that something really big has happened. What do you think the Balladeer meant? And why did he suddenly grab onto you before?
Paimon doesn't remember Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and the Balladeer's question was a strange one. It's hard to explain him.
Imagine Paimon drank all the water in this inn. Even if no one was there to see it, Paimon would sure as heck remember drinking it.
Yeah.
So
And they're like, what can he do? Because it's happened already. Irminsul keeps the data. It doesn't
Paimon can't help but feel scared about what he
send
might
you into
do.
the past, does it? Hmm.
Paimon's so confused.
Oh, maybe he wants to erase himself from history, like how Greater Lord Rukkhadevata did. Oh, how would that help? Oh, oh. Paimon, are you okay?
Sorry. Paimon accidentally... It's the Balladeer's fault for causing Paimon all this mental stress. But erasing yourself from history? It's unthinkable. Is that really possible in Irminsul?
Well, not necessarily, but maybe. I'm just guessing here. We kind of know.
Uh-oh. Paimon's head is overheating from trying to understand what he's up to. And it's still not working.
Hi, Jonah. Welcome back. Hello, hello.
Paimon's had it with that little brat. He's been nothing but trouble ever since we met him. There's no way he'll actually succeed, right? Otherwise, won't everyone who's connected to him be affected too?
I'm wondering, like, things are gonna change a lot if he does that, now that I think about it. Indeed, if the Balladeer does erase himself from Irminsul, many people in Inazuma will be affected. I can't imagine what the situation will look like. Yeah, because he's been around for a long time. Plus, he was supposed to be the Shogun's puppet. And then he was a harbinger. Huh. Worst case scenario, it will affect everyone with a connection to the Raiden Gokuden, Kazuha, Ayaka, Ayato. Will this mean they'll disappear? What? Why would that make them disappear, though? That wouldn't make them disappear. It just takes away memories. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. How are you? It's been a long day, but I'm happy to be playing Genshin.
There's nothing we can do about it at this point. Hey, have you got any ideas on what we should do next?
Not really.
Like now there's nothing left for us to do but to go to sleep. But Paimon's still so worried. Paimon won't be able to sleep a wink tonight.
Me neither.
So, how about, we list all our favorite foods to take our mind off things? Heck, if
That's
that
very
doesn't work,
Paimon of you, Paimon.
Paimon's probably gonna collapse of anxiety here. Alright, Paimon will start. First dish. Munstack grilled fish. Oh, and chicken mushroom skewers. Tea break pancakes. Cream stew. Sauteed matsutake.
She's about to mention them all.
Korean chili chicken. Almond tofu. Satisfying salad. Also, Adeptus Temptation. Golden shrimp balls. Triple layered consomme. Lotus seed and bird egg soup. And
Oh dear. Did she do this all night? What happened? Did we pass out? Huh? Wait, why are we Paimon? Paimon, what's wrong?
what was Paimon supposed to be doing just now? Paimon was, talking?
You were getting so
I
worried.
suddenly can't remember what she was talking about. What was it again?
You were getting so worried about the situation with the balladeer that you started listing foods.
The balladeer?
He did it! What?
Is that a food too? Huh. Weird name though.
He did it! How? Oh my god. So what does that change? That must means he actually pulled it off. Yeah. How did he have that ability? Because he probably used the last of his power in Irminsul.
Your eyes are like saucers. Was it something Paimon said?
No, it's nothing.
So, the balladeer. Is that someone's name? Cause it sounds like a nickname or something.
So how do people Oh my god, wait. This is gonna be weird because there's gonna be a gap in everyone's memories. This is really happening. I need to know what else has changed. Paimon, come with me. Yeah. Because he was heavily involved in a lot of stuff. I want to go back to Inazuma. We're heading back to Inazuma.
Fine by Paimon, but is everything okay? You're acting like this is an emergency.
Let's get over there first. Okay. Oh my gosh. So what about the Archons? Like what the Shogun know? She made him. Oh wait, and then what about Nahida? Oh no. I have a million questions. Oh my gosh. I am so hungry right now, but let's just continue until I can't take it anymore. What is happening? Did he really successfully erase himself? Because that's crazy. So, the whole previous quest, when we fought him, when he was turning into a god, when he took the gnosis from us, he didn't even take, no, he did take the gnosis from us when Yaemiko gave him the gnosis. Oh my god, wait. Hold on. Since we're in Inazuma, we're gonna be using the Shogun. Talk to Aminoma Togo. It's been so long, I don't remember. This is why I'm replaying all of Genshin. I'm glad I am, because it's been too long. Hopefully this will jog my memory. Why are we talking to this man?
Ah, it's been a while.
Pardon me, I'd like to ask a question if I may.
Of course. Go ahead.
About the Raiden Gokuden, could you tell me that story one more time?
Oh. Now there's a question I wasn't expecting. Very well. I'll tell you what I know once more. The once renowned Raiden Gokuden, comprised of 5 branches. Aminoma, Futsu, Ishin, Hyakume, and Senju. The art of forging practiced by these 5 clans was first taught to them personally by the almighty Shogun. Over time, the 5 branches diverged from one another as generations of bladesmiths, honed and perfected their craft until they became 5 distinct traditions. Most of the great swordsmith clans of old have since fallen into decline, and for a long time, only the Amenoma branch kept its art alive.
Okay.
But fortunately, Kaedehara Kazuha recently returned to Inazuma
What?
and took up the mantle of the Ishin art. Now, 2 clans remain.
Wait, he's Kazuha is now going back
5.
to sword
If my memory
making?
serves me right, you yourself were present when he forged the Ishin blade.
I was.
Yeah, we were.
Yeah. I did that during Kazuha's story quest.
We learned a bit about the decline of the Raiden Gokuden then too. It seems like such a shame.
What was the reason behind the decline?
That, my friends, is a tragic tale indeed.
This is the part that's going to be different, right?
In fact, this was not made known to me for most of my life. All these years, I knew of those great clans' demise, but never the cause. Only recently, when the question was on my mind, did I ask Kaedehara Kazuha about this. He told me that, as we are both heirs to a branch of the Raiden Gokuden, it was right that I should know the truth. There is no harm
just
in
skipped
telling
everything.
you, but I
No,
must warn
Jonah.
you. It is a dark and sorrowful tale. The Raiden Gokuden were the targets of a murderous rampage by a vengeful bladesmith.
Vengeful? Why?
400 years ago, so I'm told, there was a catastrophic malfunction in Tatarasuna's furnace. One brave swordsmith heard the commotion and chose not to flee, but he rushed to the scene, hoping to prevent a disaster. Tatarasuna was home to a state-of-the-art forging and smelting operation in that day, and overseeing it was the armory officer. His surname was Niwa, though he had family ties to the Kaedehara clan. Knowing that they had just one chance to save countless lives, Mr. Niwa and the swordsmith leaped together into the furnace. The furnace quickly stabilized, but neither of them made it out. The smith's death, though heroic, dealt a devastating blow to his family's fortunes. His orphan son was left to fend for himself, and grew up deeply resentful at the world. In his heart, the whole of Inazuma was culpable in his tragedy. He hated the almighty shogun for her apparent indifference towards his father's death, and he hated everyone who had done nothing to try and save him. Powerless and destitute, the only legacy he had to pass on to his children was his hatred. Generation after generation bore this grudge, living in utter misery. Alas, if only the story could have ended there. But 100 years ago, the then head of this family reached the end of his wits. He could bear their fate no longer, and yet he could do nothing to change it. Finally, he made a drastic decision to take revenge on the Raiden Gokuden. In doing so, he sought to vent his pent-up anger and shake the very foundations
So
of Inazuma's
who's taking the
forging
blame
industry.
for that then? Who is
In
this
his
person?
fury, he murdered indiscriminately, killing even bladesmiths from the Hyakume clan, which he belonged to.
The Hyakume clan.
His goal was absolute, the devastation of all of the Raiden Gokuden. But when he came to the Kaedehara and Kamisato clans, his killing spree came to an abrupt end. He failed to catch them unawares. They fought back fiercely, and they did not spare his life. That is why the Kaedehara clan and their Ishin art survived that day. I suppose they were the lucky ones, under the dire circumstances.
But wasn't their art lost? The legend of Record Gokuden has changed. Someone else attacked. It looked like the Balladeer did something in Irminsul's, but it seems Niwa still died.
Is there anything else you wanted to ask?
So did that actually change the past? Or did it wipe people's memory or change their memories of it? I mean, if it changed their memories of the past, then I guess in the end, regardless of what really happened, it's the truth now, right? Have you seen Kazuha recently?
Kazuha? Why, yes. Just yesterday, in fact. We spoke for a while over some tea. He seemed well.
So he still exists, and he's the same Kazuha I know. Things don't seem so as bad as I feared last night. That's all. Thank you very much.
My pleasure.
Don't tell Paimon. There are other places you want to visit too, right? Your expression says it all. You can't hide anything from Paimon. On to the next stop. Lead the way, traveler. Paimon will be right behind you.
Yashiro Commission. Wait. So we're gonna go see Ayaka? Or maybe Ayato? Maybe both? Unless Kazuha's there, for whatever reason. Because Ayato, he knew about what was happening with the Balladeer. I remember. I think that was an event as well.
This is the Yashiro Commission's headquarters, so...
Traveler, it's been a while.
Hello. I don't remember
if
you.
you're
I'm
looking
sorry.
for the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I'm afraid your timing is unfortunate.
Oh, no.
They're not here right now.
Okay.
Are they out on business?
The Commissioner is out on business, and Miss Kamisato is standing in for some meetings in the Commissioner's place. If it's urgent, you're welcome to wait inside until they get back.
Oh, so they'll be back today?
What do you think? Shall we go in?
Thank you. We'll take you up on that offer. Can we take a walk in the courtyard?
If it were anyone else, I couldn't allow it. But seeing as you're so close with the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato, I think it should be okay.
We'll be heading in then. Thanks!
Hello, dears. Is there something you want to say?
Ma'am, can I ask you a couple of questions?
Of course, traveler. Yes, I know who you are. Miss Kamisato has told me about you. What would you like to know?
How are the Commissioner and Miss Kamisato these days?
Oh, they're both very well indeed. Lately, Miss Kamisato has been rather busy attending all kinds of meetings and occasionally paying visits to some local organizations on the Commissioner's behalf. As for the Commissioner himself, well, you know. Busy as ever. That much hasn't changed. Although, he does seem to be in a rather good mood these days.
And why is that?
So pretty much business as usual on the Yashiro Commission, huh?
Very much so.
Ayato is still the Yashiro Commissioner. Ayaka is still the lady of the house. No changes here. As far as I can see, nothing has changed in the Yashiro Commission either. I was expecting as much, but it's still a big relief to know that the Kamisato siblings are both safe and well.
Got any more questions?
That's all for now. Many thanks.
You're very welcome. In fact,
I want to talk to the Shogun. He's the one I'm most curious about.
But I'm sure you must be far too busy to have time for that. Miss Kamisato talks about you all the time. She seems so thrilled to have you as a friend, and she's always saying how talented you are and how much she admires you. I must say, many things in Inazuma seem to have taken a turn for the better since you arrived here. So you're not just Miss Kamisato's knight in shining armor, you know. You're a hero to us all.
You could not talk any slower. I'm flattered. Thanks.
I mean it.
Alright.
Whenever the Commissioner dines at home, Toma always joins him. I always find myself at my most relaxed when I'm serving the two of them and listening to them chat away. The Commissioner has such a busy schedule that he doesn't always have the chance to take his meals at home. But given the opportunity, he always prefers to dine here. They say it's because Toma is a much better chef than most. Oh, the commissioner is so fond
Yeah,
of
when a young
home
VA does
comforts.
old people's voice lines, they just slow down. I'm from first-hand experience. Old people, they don't talk this slow.
They
It's
get
just
to
too
talking
slow.
about you
Please, lady.
sometimes too, you know. Always with a very fond tone. The way one would talk about dear old friends around whom one can truly be themselves. Miss Kamisato
Oh my god, she's still
occasionally
going.
joins them as well.
Please.
Whenever the whole
Free me.
family gets together and they start talking about
She's been talking about the
people they've
same thing this whole
met and
time.
experiences they've had. You
How much they like
always
me.
get a mention.
Alright.
It's been
Oh my god.
many years now since the late Mr. and Mrs.
Oh my
Kamisato
god.
passed away.
Please.
Much has happened in the Kamisato clan in that time.
Okay, she's finally gonna give us some
As
juicy
someone
lore.
who is old and gray enough to have watched their
No.
son and daughter grow
She's still
up,
talking about the same thing.
it makes me so happy to see them meet a dependable friend whose company they enjoy so much. So, in the future, if you ever do have the time, please know you are always very welcome at the Yashiro
She's going
Commission
slower.
headquarters. There will always
This has to be on
at
purpose.
least one old lady who would be delighted to have the pleasure of your company.
Thank you very much. I will visit again. Thank you. The people of the Kamisato clan are very dear friends to me.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Paimon likes it here too. Also, you were saying
Oh no,
something
Paimon,
about the
please
food
don't
here
engage.
being really great.
Oh no.
Paimon's itching to try it. We may just have to invite ourselves around for dinner sometime. Paimon meant we should come pay a visit again real soon. Ideally around dinner time.
Of course. You're always welcome.
Alright, goodbye for now. Where are we going next?
Tatarasuna. So we're still not gonna go see the Shogun?
Great! Goodbye, ma'am!
I would go to her first. Like, wouldn't that make sense?
then.
Yaimiko
Take
and the
care
Shogun? Like,
now.
I would have
Hope
gone
to
there
see you
immediately.
soon.
Oh, are you two leaving already?
Yes, please let me leave.
Yep, everything's taken care of now. Don't worry.
Very well. Safe travels. Goodbye.
Alright, looks like we're heading to Tatarasuna. I don't remember too much about Tatarasuna, but because I think that, like, I remember that was like literally one of the first quest lines you do, because it takes like a few days or a couple weeks. I don't think it took a couple weeks, but it definitely took a few days to do, like right when Inazuma came out, when we were trying to like stop the corruption coming from the furnace. I remember that. But I really don't remember much of the story around it. So I definitely need like a refresher. I need to watch a video that explains everything that happened in Inazuma. I just did one for Sumeru, but clearly I need another. Wait, where's the meat? There it is. Oh, do you think maybe Tatarasuna, did it like undo what we fixed, maybe? Oh, Xavier! I remember him. He's the one who gave us the quest.
Here we are. But what are we looking for? Something or someone?
Do my eyes deceive me, or is that the
I remember liking this guy. He was funny.
Xavier?
Xavier? Is that what you say it?
I was in the general area, and now
I've been calling him
I'm in this
Xavier.
specific area. There, that's me. So what about you two?
Because the quest wasn't voice acted.
And thought you might be able to help.
Do you know much about Tatarasuna?
Certainly do. I've researched the furnace here in some depth. If there's anything you want to know, just ask away.
How well do you understand the history of this area?
Like the back of my hand. Make no mistake, I have been here a good many times before. Not only that, but I've met people in Inazuma whose families used to live in Tatarasuna years ago. They said it's all true, the history here.
Go on, I'm listening.
Oh, well, it's a long story, don't you know? The tale of Tatarasuna starts a long time ago. I'm told that its history is one of the most foremost forging and smelting operations in the nation, goes back around 1,000 years. Still, the furnace has had a couple of serious maintenance issues along the way.
Yeah, like how do they say it? Xavier?
One was just in the last few years.
I guess because
the other
he's
was
from
several
Fontaine.
hundred
Maybe that's
years
like the
ago.
French way to
Fun
pronounce
fact,
it. I don't know.
I'm not the
I'm not
first
French.
Fontaine tech guy to come and work on it either. There was a guy back then too. They say he was a mechanic who consulted on a technology upgrade. It seems like the technological collaboration between our two nations goes back a long way. How about that?
Mechanic, huh? Looks like the doctor still sabotaged the furnace, leading to the ensuing chaos. Xavier. Xavier. I am.
Oh, I didn't realize you two were here for a history lesson.
Me neither. Paimon doesn't know what's gotten into this one today. Feels like we've been preparing for a history exam or something.
What brought this on? Did you just wake up today with a sudden burning desire for historical knowledge?
Pretty much. So, can I ask one more question?
Sure, go ahead.
Have you ever heard of Kabuki-mono connected to Tatarasuna?
A Kabuki-mono? No, I can't say that I have.
Well, Scaramouche was completely
I do
wiped
know
out
word.
from the
Inazuman
history.
for those eccentric types who always go around dressed to the nines. Just the sort of person that I'd like to meet, actually. But sadly, I've never had the pleasure, nor have I come across anything to do with a Kabuki-mono where Tatarasuna is concerned.
So there's no more Kabuki-mono. Did the Balladeer really manage to erase himself from history completely? Didn't we just confirm that? We should talk to the Shogun. If so, he must have wanted to change the world and revert everything back to the way it was, but so far it looks like the majority of changes have only affected himself. Yeah, because that's what happened with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, is that she just erased people's memory of her, but everything she did, it still happened. All that happened was that now it's people think Nahida did it all, and she just lost her power, which technically Nahida's part of Rukkhadevata, so it makes sense in a way that she would kind of have the credit for it, but they're still two different entities. And in this same way, because he's not changing the past, he's just taking out himself. It's kind of like that whole, what was it? What, the Avengers? I hate comparing it to that. But they had like a similar situation too, right? With their past future things. Because everything that's already happened. Something like that. I don't know how to describe it. It's confusing. Thank you, Xavier.
Of course! Don't mention it.
Oh, we're leaving? Okay, bye, Xavier.
Oh, you're most welcome. More than happy to help. Farewell.
Bye. Are we going to the Shogun now?
Looks like you got all the information you're looking for.
I guess not. Time to go back to see Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Sure, but what's up with you today?
Wait, what about Nahida? I need to know that too.
You. Keep your smile, Spinal Crocodile. No matter what happens, Paimon will always be there for you.
Because she went to go look for him, right? To help him. So, if she was looking for him, or trying to get him out of there, whatever, but he made everyone forget. Thank you, Paimon.
Hey, don't mention it. Alright, let's head off and go meet Nahida.
Echoes of history. Are you lagging? It could also be me. My internet's not the best. So we didn't get to see the Shogun. I was hoping to see her. Not yet, lady. Another day without you. Let's go. Back to Nahida. I guess really when we talk to Nahida, that's when we'll really know how much has changed then, if we're not going to talk to the Shogun. Oh, you're downloading Apex. Oh, Apex takes a lot of memory, doesn't it? Yeah. Hmm. I might have to do another one of those like videos where we take a look at some explanation videos about the story, because I did that for Sumeru, since it had been I did a bit of Sumeru and then I forgot about it because I didn't play Genshin for like a few months. So I needed like a refresher. So I might have to do that with Inazuma, especially for the Tatarasuna stuff, because I barely remember that. Oh, right, they were writing a story about him. So now what? The story's very different now. Are you still talking about the essay?
Indeed we are. If you have a moment, we'd love for you to join us.
Oh God, I'm not gonna read it again, please. I'll just scroll through it.
We have time. What do you want to talk to us about?
It was a nightmare. There's so much reading.
It's the same topic we discussed last time. Obviously.
Tatara Tales, I remember, yeah.
Still looking for more info about Tatarasuna, huh? Should we join them?
Sure. Perfect. These two have researched Tatarasuna's past. Let's hear what they have to say.
Unfortunately, we haven't made any real progress.
The article that you let me read last time was great. Can I read it again?
Oh, of course.
Alright. Here we go. Okay. We're gonna scroll through this, but at the end was the Kabukimono. Oh, I guess the yellow is what has changed. Well, they were like, I know you don't want to read it again, so here you go. Yokai. Mechanics seem to behave suspiciously. Oh, and what about like the other harbingers and Dator? They wouldn't know either anymore. They would have forgotten Scaramouche as well. Especially since Dator was like so involved in that whole thing with the furnace. Welcome. Consider a high potential for causation between. However, current residents believe that these assumptions are merely results of their forebears' overactive imaginations. Oh, okay. So these have theories. The officers, subordinate, and then this used to be Scaramouche, was it the Kabukimono? But now it says the mechanic. Long have I delved in many texts and documents, but I was ultimately unable to decipher even a specter of a clue as to his background. Still, mention of the mechanic grows scarcer in the aftermath of the Tatarasuna incident. I speculate that instead of the mechanic possibly being a figure woven from overripe imaginations, he actually did exist and perhaps even had a hand in the events that took place in the Tatarasuna. So now they know that the mechanic was involved. Because I think before, the mechanic was completely hidden from history, right? Because he pretended, or he gave the rights to his ideas to the others. But now without Scaramouche,
I presume you'll want to read mine as well.
Oh no, yours was longer. No, please. Oh God. Okay. But you mean Oh, so instead of hanging out, they parted ways? Upon a straight I already picked the remnants of the ship clean, because this is where he met the Kabukimono and invited him to join, right? Not yet. Here. It would be here. They needed to gain aid from Inazuma, even if should it cost them their lives. The people still died from that too. Content has changed, another effect of tampering with information in Irminsul, but the event still happened. Baldir said he erased 2 of his names. If he really succeeded, it must have taken all of his might, but still. So he erased Kabukimono and Scaramucci, or maybe the Balladeer? Remember that?
What do you think?
A masterpiece.
Hey, Traveler. Remember how last time Akaba was saying how he wished he could gather more information about all this? Well, we just got back from Inazuma. So how about we tell them what we learned?
Sure.
What did you find out? Something big?
It's a long story. Basically, we have some friends in Inazuma, and...
You tell the 2 writers what you learned about the Raiden Gokuden.
Wow. So
that was a little too fast.
New details. Thank you so much for sharing that with us.
No problem. I love that we can see the pyramid back there. That's so cool.
So it all comes down to one man's desire for revenge. Huh. You heard this from a member of the Aminoma clan, you say? Then I guess it must be true. Ugh. So there's no ghost story here after all.
Yep.
This new information actually lends further credence to my hypothesis. Evidently, swordsmiths were seen as having an incredibly prestigious role in society those days, to the extent that harming them was conceived of, at least by the perpetrator, as a way of exacting revenge against those in power.
Okay.
Yes, okay, point taken, you were right. But that doesn't mean I can't carry on with my novel.
And they're back at it. These guys are really into this.
Alright, we've got some things to take care of. Bye for now.
Oh, so sorry. Look at us, prattling on about our projects and ignoring you. Thank you so much for the information.
You're welcome. See ya.
Keep us in the loop if you find out anything else.
Will do.
Alright, and now Nahida, I assume? She's another one that I'm kind of curious about, because she was searching for him while he was erasing himself. So I wonder how much that was affected. Do you think she remembers? Probably not, right? Because she forgot Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. But she was still, like, sad and upset, even though she didn't really remember why she was sad and upset. So maybe it'll be, like, a similar situation. I don't know how if she'd be sad, but it does change things. Alright.
Nahida, we're here!
Traveler, Paimon, how have you been?
Ugh, where to start? Paimon hasn't had a moment's rest this whole time. That night, we ended up chatting and chatting until suddenly the sun was up. And then she decided she wanted to go to Inazuma.
Alright, here's the question, the $1 million question. I was investigating the situation with the Balladeer.
Balladeer?
Oh no. Okay.
Sounds like some kind of code name.
Oh, so she doesn't remember either. Oh no. Okay, so what happens now?
You look troubled. Is there something you need to tell me?
Plus, he was gonna look for information for us. So he just, like, dipped, basically, and now we won't get any information. The Balladeer acted quickly. He finished erasing himself before Nahida could stop him. Yeah. What? I'm the only one who still remembers the things that were erased. Once again, I am the record keeper. Yeah, exactly what Zhongli said we would be, too.
Traveler?
Hey, what's wrong? You look so upset.
There are things that have happened that only I can remember. I have to tell you the truth. We're gonna tell her. Okay. With a heavy heart, you piece back together the story that was broken and scattered across time. Do we also tell her about Rikudavata? There once was named the Balladeer, created by the Electro Archon. He was a puppet who lived among men. After a series of events in Tatarasuna, the Balladeer, thinking he had been thrice betrayed, left Inazuma to roam the world beyond. With no trust for humans and only loathing for the gods, he bore his grudge for years as he grew in strength. Then he returned to Inazuma to take his revenge. He tried in vain to become a deity with a gnosis and ended up losing everything. Finally, he entered Irminsul and learned the truth behind his betrayal. Knowing now that his entire life was built on lies, he did the unthinkable in an attempt to reverse his tragic fate.
That's quite a story. So, this puppet known as the Balladeer erased himself from Irminsul, hoping that he could change the past.
But how was he even able to do that?
As the traveler said, he very nearly became Sumeru's deity. Admittedly, I remember it a little differently. I don't recall finding anyone inside the machine after we defeated it.
Okay, so she remembers a machine, but not someone in there.
If someone were to successfully erase themselves from Irminsul, the world would change to reflect the new reality.
Oh, so it does change
Do you
things.
believe this person really existed, and we just don't remember him because, well, because he literally changed the world?
Yes. Theoretically speaking, it is possible to do this. But I'm struggling to imagine the kind of person who would dare go through with it.
This is like the second time Irminsul has been used this way. I wonder if it's causing any kind of issues.
Her in Irminsul, and it also explains why any changes to Irminsul wouldn't affect her. So if there's anyone in the world capable of retaining memories from a past that has been rewritten, it's you. It's quite incredible when you think about it.
So now this is like 3 different realities, right? One was the original, the second without Greater Lord Rukkhadevata, and then third without Scaramouche. I wonder if that's like causing any issues. I could say that again.
Paimon's having a hard time understanding this Balladeer guy's motivations. Why did he do it?
I can only make inferences based on the information we've been given. As for what kind of person he was, only you remember that.
I'm not really sure. We were enemies after all. I don't know his perspective on all this, so I can't say why he did something so extreme. Did he want to reset everything or save someone, or did he want to completely undo his existence? I think it might be the last one. Everything can be set right. It's time to solve this once and for all. Maybe that's all there is to it. I still remember the question he asked. He asked me specifically, and my hesitation gave him his answer. I hesitated because I witnessed Greater Lord Rukkhadevata erase her own existence, but I can't tell Nahida that. To put it another way, I know why the Balladeer was so unsure it could work. Was so sure it could work, but I can't tell them that.
Something else worrying you? Something that you can't share?
I just feel empty. He chose such a radical option, and yet I feel like nothing really changed that much, which really sucks.
It couldn't change the fate of the ones who had died.
Yeah.
Right?
Because that's what he wanted to set right, yeah? But in the process, all he did was just remove himself.
Once the Balladeer realized he hadn't been betrayed after all, it must have completely changed his view of the people of Tatarasuna. Now he saw them as friends again.
Right, he probably felt guilt from that, too.
He couldn't keep hating humans after that. And if he thought there was a chance he could save his old friends, it would be hard not to try. The story makes sense. Every part of it.
So is he dead now? Is he just gone? Like, where is he?
The Balladeer tried to achieve godhood with the doctor's help. He was unsuccessful, but retained the power to connect with Irminsul. That power then enabled him to change what was recorded in Irminsul and erase himself, even though he didn't have much strength left.
Also, like, the whole world, it depends on this tree that has all the data. And it also, we know that, like, something about the sky not being real, that this is like a false sky or something like that. So it's like, all this is kind of creepy thinking about it. Because that just means, like, maybe, you know, the whole idea, like, oh, we live in a simulation. It's really starting to feel like they are in one. And now Scaramouche was the one who discovered it. And he's gone. Or his memory, the memories, whatever he discovered, That's gone. But I wonder if the Fatui retained that information he found out, or did he ever share that with anyone? Because it was Mona, Fischl, and us. But Mona and Fischl won't remember him. So oh my god. Too many questions. But there's not enough data, or can one change it? I mean, that's what they're doing, right? The Greater Lord Rukkhadevata changed it. Scaramouche changed it. So I assume you have to have power of an Archon. That you have to be strong enough to do that. Man, so many questions. Let's continue.
Yeah, it does make sense, but it still ended in tragedy for his friends. It just feels so hopeless. He gave everything to do this, but it seems like he got nothing in return.
Maybe the Fatui also changed it. Maybe. Who knows? With the Tor, who knows? He changed the world in many ways, yet the dead still didn't get a second chance. Those fated to a tragic end could not be saved, right? What exactly did he want to fight back against? The betrayals in his life? Or did he wish he never existed at all?
Please wait a moment. I want to check something.
Okay. He went inside it. Didn't he take him out of there? People forgot him, but doesn't mean he doesn't exist, right?
Found it. This should be the one. It turns out that I have a strange way of confirming everything she has told us.
Huh? Okay, how?
What is it?
A record from a personal collection. It was tucked away in a corner. You should take a look.
Okay. Surprisingly, the information is presented to you in a way that resembles a fairy tale.
Is this a fairy tale? Who wrote it?
This matches everything I said.
I authored this record myself.
Oh.
Huh? You wrote a fairy tale that somehow has something to do with the Balladeer?
When combined with the Traveler's narrative, it's clear that this story is an allegory. Everything in it is a symbol for something else.
Hold on. So this record survived from the past?
Yes. Any information about the Balladeer or the Kabuki Mono and other records will have been changed. But I wrote this story in a way that means it was left intact.
Oh.
Changing the information in Irminsul changes to that. But Irminsul can't change information that was well hidden in advance. I guess I must have written this story as a backup before the Balladeer entered Irminsul.
That's incredible! What a great idea!
And sending the
Did she
Traveler
suspect
to
that he would
Irminsul
do
with the
something like
Balladeer
this?
Must have been a further precaution. I knew she'd remember everything.
Oh my god, Nahida, big brain!
Enough that it still resonates with the present
Oh my
information
god.
recorded in Irminsul.
That's what she said us in.
Connect all the different pieces together. The true story that emerges is the one she told us. The now erased life of the Balladeer.
Oh my goodness. We were playing checkers and she was playing chess all along.
Lone monster draped in fox fur.
Look at this.
The monster found a family of foxes, joined them, and they became friends. The monster lived with the family day and night, and everyone treated it as one of their own. Once in a while, the monster would take off its fox fur at night and lament to itself as it gazed at its reflection in the water. I am a monstrosity, yet they are too foolish to see it. I pity them. But the monster soon found solace when another came to live among the foxes who was not their kin. A kitten, carved from the wood of a white tree who had been abandoned by the humans. The kitten too wished to become a fox, but its tail was too slender and it could not grow a coat of richly colored fur. Yet when the other foxes saw this, they spoke words of comfort to the kitten. Even without a tail and fur like ours, you are still one of us.
Is this the Tor and this is Scaramouche? Oh my god.
Furious at this happy resolution, the monster lit a fire on the mountain. The terrified animals panicked as the fire spread. The only way to extinguish the flames was to make a sacrifice. A gray fox stood up and addressed the monster. It said, "You are the cleverest among us. Surely you can help us find a way to solve this." The monster smiled, led the fox toward the fire, and murdered it. The gray fox's heart was turned into a beautiful drop of water, clear, spotless, and pure. The monster gave the heart of water to the kitten, telling him, "The foxes have decided.
Oh,
You are
look
the
at
one
the
who must be
crying
sacrificed.
kitty cat.
Take this, quench the flames, and die for your fox kin."
Oh my gosh.
The fire was extinguished, but the kitten lived. It left that side of the mountain and found a little bird who had a broken wing. The two promised they would spend their whole lives together, but the little bird did not have long left to live. It passed away soon after. After burying the bird, the kitten left the mountain for good. Never again would it cherish a single creature, nor a single blade of grass that stood on that mountain. The kitten spent the nights wandering aimlessly, gnashing its teeth at the moon. How it wished to swallow the moon and devour the moonlight. If the world could only return to darkness, then it would finally be peaceful and content. I will become the new moon, the answer to everything. Then, no one will know that there were once birds, foxes, and cats in this world. And no one can know that they were different.
We solved it!
So that was the story.
I remember now. This is not just the Balladeer story. It is his very own memories. I made a backup so that it would be preserved no matter what happened. To become a god, he was experimented on and modified countless times. It was brutal torture, and the only reason he was able to survive is that he was a puppet. This memory was extracted from him by the scholars. Presumably, they kept it to have something to defend themselves with. Creating a deity was just the first step. Some of them wanted to be able to control it.
Oh my god.
That's why they backed up his memory for later use.
That's crazy.
I buried it deep inside one of my own dreams, and then hid it inside an allegorical story so that it wouldn't be altered.
It's hard to believe that this person really existed, let alone that he tried to get rid of us on more than one occasion. Paimon has no memory of him at all. He completely vanished like a puff of smoke.
The Balladeer agreed to help me look for information about the Descenders, and although he was unsuccessful, he still helped you. Before he vanished, he confirmed an important detail, that Conria was where your twin first came into this world.
Right.
We still don't know how the change to Irminsul will affect the senior ranks of the Fatui.
Right.
But in all likelihood, they won't even remember their own Harbinger.
I've never had this feeling before. It feels like life is as insignificant as a feather. That's what I'm saying. If it's as easy as just deleting yourself from the world, like your memories and everything that you've done. I mean, everything still happened, but the memory of it is gone. That's what makes it so creepy to think about. Time to sleep and listen. Yeah, I'm probably gonna, as soon as we're done with this quest, I'm gonna call it a night because I'm tired and hungry.
It sounds like Paimon wouldn't like this guy a whole lot if he was still around. But still, Paimon doesn't like the way it all ended that much better.
Right.
This is why wisdom alone cannot answer all our questions. We look, we see, and we comprehend, but the question still troubles us. So the answer is not everything. People yearn to find the truth and then conquer the troubles they face. When you give someone the truth, you give them a chance to choose their own destiny.
Right.
To others looking on, this may seem like a pointless endeavor, but for him, the chance to act on his desire to disappear must have meant a lot. Never forget that even when we walk beneath dark clouds along a road filled with suffering, the light of wisdom is always there, guiding us toward a better destination.
Right.
And that is what you have been doing all along.
Yeah, Nahita's right. Cheer up. How about we go get something to eat? We can pick up this heavy conversation again later.
Eating sounds like a great idea.
Good idea. Paimon, why don't you take her out for a walk to clear her head?
You got it. Come on, traveler. You need to get out of your head for a while. You'll feel much better after taking a walk. Let's go get a snack from one of the stalls in the Grand Bazaar. That'll be sure to lift our spirits.
Alright.
It must be really tough being the only one who remembers all that. But Paimon's always here to help cheer you up.
Wait, what does it mean a quest is involved? Quest location is involved. Shade upon Red Silk. These character story quests are always getting in my way. I swear. Ugh, so frustrating. Okay, that's fine. I guess I'll end it here. I'm gonna like try to do all the character story quests. So then I can just stop having them get in my way. Hey, why do I still have this notification? Oh, for Kale. Oh, right, because we got a constellation on Kale. Let's give her constellation right here. I was not expecting to get Dia today, but we did, which is awesome. We got lucky. We managed to get her. She looks great and beautiful and perfect. So I'm happy she's here. I'm probably going to do some farming for her and stuff, but not today. I'm going to wrap it up here. And man, I have so many questions. And of course, the story quests or character story quests are in my way. So I'm definitely going to quickly do all of them. But tomorrow will be Minecraft. We're going to just go ahead and... what was I planning to do for Minecraft tomorrow? I think we were just like doing diamond mining and some exploration. Oh, you know what? I was trying to make a spawner. We found a skeleton spawner in Minecraft. So I was trying to make like an XP farm out of it, but I'm not sure if that'll... I tried and I failed, so I'm gonna have to look it up and figure out what to do. So we're gonna be playing Minecraft tomorrow. If I have time, I'll play a little Genshin in the afternoon, but I might not because I have to pack for my trip. So thank you so much for watching, and hope you guys have a good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. And have a good night. Sweet dreams. Yeah. Bye. Thank you for joining me. Sweet dreams. Good night. Bye. Bye, Super. Bye, Super. Good night. Sweet dreams.